So Wayfair, I think you
Yes.
described their earnings as a whiff, a swing and a miss. Let's talk about
Big
Wayfair
whiff.
and
Big whiff.
what does this say?
Yeah.
What does this all
Well,
say?
in the spirit of full disclosure, if people go back a little bit, if they have that kind of time, which I hope they don't, I've been kind of negative on Wayfair. Again, not as a good business and not as having done a lot of great things, but the valuation on this company has been pretty crazy for a number of years.
Welcome to the Remarkable Retail Podcast, Season 3, Episode 15. I'm Michael LeBlanc.
And I'm Steve Dennis. They've been in business, I think this is their 18th or 19th year. A couple of years ago, they lost $1 billion in 1 year. And yet the stock kept going up because this is a great growth story. COVID came along and they made their first profit in the history of the company. And they had several quarters where they actually made money. But kind of the perfect storm, right? A lot of stuff moved online because stores were closed.
Yeah.
People were investing in the home. Like everything was going their way.
Right.
Stock went up to $350 or something. Market cap $35 billion. And then along comes this quarter. Sales down, have to look, 19% year over year. $250 million swing in profitability from making money to losing, I think 78 $80 million in the quarter. So I think this, number one, just sort of speaks to really the challenges of Wayfair as a business really being sustainable at the levels they've been at. But I think the broader point is where we start to see some headwinds in these businesses that are e-commerce dominant, that got a gift basically from COVID in terms of all the traffic they got and just the shift in spending patterns, which we'll get into a little bit because groceries certainly had some of those effects as well. So it's going to be interesting to see because we're kind of, this rebalancing of e-com versus physical, as well as, maybe the stimulus starting to wear off and some of the things that cause people to spend a lot more money on their home. There's only so many sofas you can buy, right? So so it's going to be interesting
I also think people are just returning to stores. Because they can, and you see that in some of the sales in the full line furniture retailers. There's probably also, by the way, some supply chain challenges gumming up the works for Wayfair, as they are for everyone. I think that's a drag on everyone's performance in that category, to one degree or another. All right, well, let's get to our segment now with on grocery with Dr. Sylvain Charlebois and our friend Dave Marcotte.